things don't correspond, I always find a way to add it up. Approach all my problems with open arms. At first you said that I should get a grip, then after asked me why I'm holding on. I said a prayer and spoke to God himself. He told me that I was the Holy One. Producer just threw me the alley-oop. One-handed jamming, but I'm no LeBron. I'll have the platter with the scallops in it. He fancy smancy drinking coke and rum. Advancing standards every day and night. I feel like Cuddy making good music. I was into making love music. Now I'm making selling drug music like, oh my. This fluid inside of my cup got a buzz brewing. Told myself I need to cut loose. Play that song, get the whole club moving. Alright. Got a taste of the life, it was sweeter than candy. You keep thinking about where you gon' end up. Once I learn, I'll show you what you can be. Let's celebrate. It's 9 o'clock and it's getting late. By 10 o'clock I'm already faded. Before 11 I'm on my way. Yeah, midnight, we can get it started while the city is asleep. Midnight, we can get it poppin', are you busy or free? No time to waste, I'm already wasted. It's midnight and I'm feeling great. Damn, they really tried to kick me out, but I'm here again. I keep it on point like a period. I said I keep it on point like a pyramid. I throw my life on the line before I throw in the towel. Headed to heaven, was going through hell. None of that evil shit gonna prevail. I promise, I swear, no, not up in here. Oops, I think my evolution's showing. I think I just removed the omen. I forgot what happens when the rules get broken. Damn, I think I really misconstrued the moment. Right, but that's just like me. I want your girl to sup an octave. Yeah, it's high key. Even got close, cuddled up right beside me and left a bunch of makeup stains on my white tee. Y'all, damn, throw it out. Shawty head cake, let me blow it out. On the same page, we both know it now. Soon as it gets late, girl, it's going down. You've been working all evening. Usually it's all new to me, it got free. Got a good feeling, good drinks, good friends. What can top that? Hold up, wait, where the clock at? Let's celebrate. It's 9 o'clock and it's getting late. By 10 o'clock, I'm already faded. Before 11, I'm on my way. Yeah, midnight, we can get it started while the city is asleep. Midnight, we can get it poppin', are you busy or free? No time to waste, I'm already wasted. It's midnight and I'm feeling great.
What's up, Nerd Nation? Everybody watching live. If you're not watching live, what's up to you? We're coming off what I think was one of the best Super Bowls that I've seen in my lifetime. You know, just back and forth action, the halftime show, just every aspect of this Super Bowl, you know, done in LA. I thought it was done really well. So shout out to the NFL for that. I'm going to give all my reaction, all my thoughts. Obviously, I had the Bengals winning the game, so they didn't do that, but it is what it is. Some of the other predictions I made did come true, so it's not all bad. Joe Burrow, matter of fact, we'll get into all that. Shout out to Recreation. He's the artist behind all this music that you hear in the background. Yeah, so if you like good music, check him out. Recreation is the name. But yeah, just the Super Bowl in general. My first thought, like, going into the game, you know, I thought Joe Burrow and the Bengals were going to find a way to pull it out. I thought, you know, if they had a chance late in the game, that Joe Burrow would come through. And, you know, quite frankly, he did have that chance. He didn't come through. There's, you know, a number of reasons for that. Obviously, Aaron Donald and the Rams pass rush didn't make it easy for him at all. So that's the first thing I would say. The Rams pass rush was just dominant in this game, led by Aaron Donald, but also Von Miller. I can't remember the guy's name right now, but number 50 on the Rams, who's a rookie. He didn't play that much, I think, at all in the last couple games because he was injured, but he was in almost every play, it seemed. So yeah, shout out to the Rams. They played a good football game. They deserve to win the game. I don't think either team, if either team had won, I don't think I would say that they didn't deserve to win. It was just hard-fought battle, and in the Super Bowl, that's really all you can ask for if you're not a fan of either team, right? So, yeah, we'll go with that for right now. That was, how I felt going in. During the game, I thought the first big thing, Odell Beckham going down. He had already caught a touchdown. He was looking great. The defense, obviously, having to focus on Cooper Kupp, and I'll get to him in a second. But when the Rams lost Odell Beckham, I thought the Bengals would surely win this game. The Rams don't really have that great of weapons outside of Cooper Kupp. If Odell Beckham's not there, obviously they don't have Robert Woods. Haven't had him for a while now. Their starting tight end Higbee was out for the game already, so they were down to a bunch of guys. Number 18, I can't remember his name right now from the Rams, but he dropped a pass that was intercepted by Awuzie, and that right there, there was a lot of times like that I thought was huge after the Bengals had just scored coming right out of the half. I thought, Joe Burrow and those guys were just going to take over the game. But to the Rams' credit, the defense stepped up right after that interception, held them to a field goal, kept it a one-possession game. So, yeah, the Rams overcoming the loss of Odell Beckham in this game definitely shouldn't be overlooked. Just great all-around game. Other guys stepped up like they needed to. My second thought really was the last drive of the game. Cooper Kupp was sensational. All-time great type performance in this game, but really particularly on that last drive. He had 4 catches for 39 yards, including the game-winning touchdown on the fade route over Eli Apple, who, he talked a lot of trash. It's a tough position to play cornerback. He had a good year, but it is what it is. I'm not mad that people are going at Eli Apple. But Cooper Kupp, sticking on him, he even had a 7-yard rush on that drive, which came on 4th and 1. Obviously, a huge play in the game. If they don't get that 4th down, I don't believe they win the game. So Cooper Kupp kept him alive many times. He did draw a flag, a defensive holding call on 3rd and goal from the 8. And that's where I got to go next with it. I don't think that was a penalty, especially the way the game was being officiated all the way up to then leading to that point. I just don't think that was a penalty. Personally, I thought that was good defense. He didn't look like he turned the receiver, he contacted him within 5 yards, and then, the ball was out pretty quickly. I thought he made a good play. I thought, it should have been 4th and goal. And, either way, I don't know what would have happened there. But I think the Bengals would have, definitely had a lot better chance of winning the game if they got that at 4th and 8. Even, what was I saying? Even, if they score on that 4th and 8, it's 4th down. They don't run, more plays. The Bengals wouldn't have had to take a timeout. They would have had a little bit more time on the last drive. Maybe it still wouldn't have mattered. But, yeah, I think that was a huge call. I think the refs, really bailed the Rams out. Like I said, I think the Rams, they deserve to win the game. They played really well on both sides of the ball for the most part. Matt Stafford had some turnovers. But, yeah, like the refs, being objective, I don't know if you guys disagree with me out there. Let me know, but I definitely did not think that was a penalty. So that's where I'm at with it on that. And then after that, Joe Burrow, he still had a chance with minute 25 left in the game. Got the ball in his own 25. All they needed was a field goal. So all they had to do was get, I would say, inside the 40-yard line. So that's about, 35? Because 25 would be to the 50. So, yeah, about 35 yards to get into field goal range there in a minute 25. I'm not sure if they had 1 or 2 timeouts. I know they had at least 1. So, time really wasn't the biggest deal, I think, on that last drive. And, yeah, Aaron Donald, we got to come back to him. He was dominant throughout the whole game. The Rams defensive line, like I mentioned a little earlier. But on that last drive, the last 2 plays, when he stopped, that's the running back, Samaje Perine, on that 3rd and 1, held him to that, 4th down. I do think I think this might be what Andres talking about here in the comments. Yeah, bad call on 3rd and 1, and he said when they ran. Yeah, I thought that was a bad call on the spot for sure. I was just literally about to say that, so great minds think alike right there. But yeah, I really thought that was a bad spot. I'm not sure if he actually got the 1st down, but he was definitely closer than where the ref came in at. So definitely, that was officiating again, kind of going the Rams' way. I don't think, that ultimately decided the game. Definitely not as much as the holding call, but yeah, I mean, that leads right to the 4th and 1. I still think 4th and 1, my philosophy has always been if you can't get 1 yard, you don't really deserve to win the game. So they chose to throw it, chose to give Burrow the opportunity to make the play. I don't disagree with the decision. The pass rush got there really quickly. I thought, he had to get it out quick. Obviously, he didn't see anything there. He didn't get sacked. He kind of just whipped. I know we all saw it. He just kind of whipped the ball out there. I thought P. Ryan had a chance. I mean, I thought he could have dove after it. Obviously, he probably wasn't expecting it, after what happened. But, yeah, it is what it is. Aaron Donald wrecked that play. He wrecked the last drive, which, the first couple passes, Joe Burrow hit Chase, then he hit he hit Boyd for like 7 or 8 after the 20 yards to Chase. So they were close, maybe one more, 10 to 15 yard pass. They would have been in field goal range. So, like I said, incredible game, came down to the wire. No team ever really got too far ahead that, it was a big comeback or anything. So, just a great game overall for sure. But yeah, last point about the game. I know Cooper Kupp won the Super Bowl MVP, but I know there was, some debate. I seen some people say Matt Stafford, but, with the 2 interceptions, I don't think they could really give it to him. I think, especially the 1 interception he threw in the end zone, I thought that was, really just terrible decision and a bad pass on top of it. So, yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp, I'm not arguing with the decision, but I will say Aaron Donald had a really good case. 3 hits on the quarterback, 2 sacks. Like I said, the 3rd and 1 stop, he had 2-3 guys blocking him on pretty much every play and still had a huge impact on the game. He made the play on the last play. Obviously, Cooper Kupp scored 2 touchdowns for the Rams offense. So, like I said, I'm not mad either way, but, let me know what you think. Did Aaron Donald maybe deserve it? Even if you think Matt Stafford deserved it, you can let me know. I mean, he did have 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, did have the 2 picks, but, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, I did want to go over some of the predictions I made just to let you guys know, how it went for me. For the Super Bowl MVP, I said Joe Burrow because I believed that the Bengals were going to win the game. But I do remember saying that if you think the Rams are going to win the game, that Cooper Kupp is the best bet, I think, on the Rams side. So I'm not going to say I got that one, completely correct. But I will say, I was kind of on top of that one because if the Bengals won, Joe Burrow definitely would have been the MVP. So I think I was right. But highest passer rating in the game, same thing. I kind of said, whichever team you think is going to win, it's probably the quarterback's going to have, better passing numbers. And if you go by QBR, Matt Stafford actually had a better QBR, but this was just straight up passer rating. So, yeah, Joe Burrow actually did have a better passer rating, which is what I said. So, definitely won on that one. I said Bengals under 95.5 rushing yards, and, I was right on that. I will say the Bengals, I think, got too far away from the run. I think they could have ran it more. Joe Mixon in the game was 15 carries for 72 yards, so 4.8 a carry. It's easy to look back and say, what they could have done. It's not like Joe Burrow was super inefficient, but no, he was pretty efficient, 22 for 33. So, yeah, it is what it is. I said the Rams will go over 108.5 rushing yards. I was way off on that. The Rams didn't get the ground game going at all. So, way off on that. Joe Burrow to have 250 and 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 263 and 1. So, he was almost there. Joe Mixon did have a 6-yard passing touchdown early in the game. So, I think that one could have gone, my way, but it didn't. Cooper Kupp over 106.5 receiving yards. I said over. He only hit 92. That's tough. That's a tough loss. Cooper Kupp scored a touchdown. I said that was a pretty good one for sure, even though it's minus 190. And he scored 2 of them, so good on that one. Same thing on the other side. I said T. Higgins, he was due for a touchdown. He actually got 2, 4 for 102 for T. Higgins, so spot on that as well. Evan McPherson, the kicker for the Bengals, Money Mac, great story. I feel really bad for the Bengals. I don't know if I said that, like the Bengals and all their fans, like the stories were so cool. Evan McPherson, rookie kicker, super confident guy, Money Mac, just feel kind of bad for him. But yeah, I said over 7.5 kicking points for Evan McPherson, just meaning, he would score more than 7.5 points. He got 8, 2 field goals, 2 extra points, so he did go over. I'll take the W there. And then the other ones, I said Bengals money line because I thought they were going to win, but I definitely said Bengals +4. I think that's good money. I thought it would come down to the wire. My prediction was a game-winning field goal by the Bengals, so I was wrong on the money line, but right with the spread, so take that however you want. And over 48.5 points. Not quite. We got to 46 points. So Joe Burrow goes down and scores on that last drive. A lot of my predictions come true. So I was close. Overall, 6 correct, 5 wrong, and then the Super Bowl MVP. I'll take a push on that because I think I was kind of right. So yeah, let me know. If you had any picks, any spreads you picked for the game, if you won any money or anything like that, that's pretty awesome. So shout out to you if you did. Shout out to you if you went with some of my picks. Love it. And last but not least, I'm going to do a little rapid fire here. There was 5 big questions I think coming out of Super Bowl. Just going to give a quick answer. If you agree, disagree, you can let me know in the comments. On Instagram too at AVG Sports Nerds. I always point the wrong way. It's on the screen right there, but yeah, AVG Sports Nerds. Let me know what you're thinking about these. So starting off, is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer? Yes, I think so. I think so. I think with the Super Bowl win, I think he's in there. Is this the best wide receiver season of all time from Cooper Kupp? Yes, I got to say, most receiving yards, Triple Crown, Super Bowl MVP, most touchdowns, most catches. Yeah, best season ever for a wide receiver for sure. Is Cooper Kupp the best receiver in the NFL right now? Gotta give it to him. Hey, Devontae Adams is up there. There's a couple other guys that are definitely up there. But Cooper Kupp, the consistency, he's got to be up there. He's that guy right now. Is Aaron Donald the best defensive player ever? I'm going to say no. Still going with LT. I think Aaron Donald's definitely the best defensive tackle, though. So that's that. And then last but not least, was this the best Super Bowl halftime show ever? Yes. I said it was really hype. A lot of people were looking forward to it. I don't think anybody was talking about 50 Cent was going to be there. That was a huge surprise. So I'm going to go with this. Was my favorite Super Bowl halftime show ever, at least. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about any of those things. Just some rapid fire. Those are some big questions right there. Some of those probably deserve, a longer debate. But got to get out of here. Don't want to cut it. Don't want to keep going too long. But yeah, last thing, we do have one more comment from Andre. He said Jerry Rice did all he did this season in his whole career. Yeah. Just speaking on that a little bit, Jerry Rice, what he means by that, Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown this year, most receiving yards, most touchdowns, what's the other one? Catches. Then he went on to win the Super Bowl MVP and Offensive Player of the Year all this season. There's only one person that's ever did those 3 things, at any point throughout their whole career, and that was Jerry Rice. So Cooper Kupp did everything that, anybody's ever really done at the receiver position in 1 year. So that's just incredible. Definitely incredible by Cooper Kupp there. last comment here before we get out of here. My beautiful wife, actually, on the stream here, she said best halftime show of all time. Definitely got to go with that. Definitely believe that. And, you know, since she's on here, I do want to say, you know, it is Valentine's Day. I didn't really mention it, but happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. You know, happy Valentine's Day to my wife, Andrea. This whole show, you know, the Average Sports Nerds, everything I'm doing here wouldn't be possible without her. She contributes a lot, you know, a lot of behind the scenes stuff that no one ever, you know, sees or knows about. So special thanks to her. Special thanks to everyone out there that took the time to watch this episode. Special thanks to Recreation. I did it again, you know, can't point the right way, but special thanks to Recreation right there. You know, these are all the titles of the songs that you hear in the background. Thanks to everybody, and keep nerding it up. I'm out.